pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Winter Haven. I'm Bella, and you're watching BDTV for Friday, March 3rd, 2023. March is Women's History Month. We will be highlighting one influential woman every day on BDTV for this month. Today, we will be highlighting Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Ginsburg was an American lawyer and jurist. She was the second woman to serve as an Associate Justice of the U.S. Supreme Court. Coming up on today's show is Managing School and BDSN.
I'm Colin.
And I'm Juan.
Let's get into the announcements.
Students, remember to check your email every day. You may receive testing information and other important news through your school email.
Seniors, you are to report all offers of scholarships to Ms. Bachman even if you don't accept them. This is a district requirement.
A Day Without Disabilities is Saturday, March 5th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the Bunch Ranch at the address below. Spend the day with horses and cows. Enjoy hay rides, live music, food, drinks, games, cornhole arts, crafts, and more. Volunteers are needed. Contact the number below for more information.
Have you taken at least 1 year of Ms. Meisel's broadcast journalism class? Do you have any open spots in your schedule for next year? Do you want to be a member of BDTV, an award-winning show? If so, see Ms. Meisel and pick up an application.
I'm Miley with BDTV. See you around Winter Haven. Do you want to do this? If you have had Ms. Meisel's class for at least 1 year, you can apply to be in BDTV. Filming. Editing. Creating friendships. And having fun. BDTV is 2 class periods, 5th and 7th, and 1 is a dual enrollment 5.0 class, good for your GPA. You can stop by room 36107 to grab an application and apply to be in BDTV. I promise you won't regret it.
Prom tickets will be sold in the Media Center 5th period during all 3 lunches from Friday, March 24th to Thursday, March 30th. Cost is $60 for seniors, $80 for juniors, and $100 for approved guests. Checks may be payable to Winter Haven High School with student ID on the check or cash. No bills larger than $20. Students must have all obligations cleared 24 hours before ticket purchase.
The prom will be located at the Omni Gate this year. The address is the Omni Orlando Resort, 1500 Masters Boulevard, Champions Gate.
This past month was Black History Month, and our staff showed their support by participating in our dress-up days.
Our staff manages school so well.
We are here with our very first episode of Hallway Dash. This obstacle course will be ran by a student and will show how to get through different obstacles at school. Rashawn must prove that he is a trustworthy student by not cheating on an assignment.
Hey Rashawn, do you think you could send me the answers to the homework?
Well, have you tried doing it yourself?
No.
Well, try doing it yourself, and if you need help, I'll help you.
Okay, cool.
What a nice save by Rashawn. That execution was amazing. Hallway number 2 is the priority hall. This hallway will test how well Rashawn can keep his priorities in check and manage his time. Such a responsible student. He chose to do his work instead of going out with his friends because he knew it was more important. Rashawn must pass the dress code test to make the laser beam go away. He seems to be in dress code. He forgot his ID. Looks like Rashawn passed the test on our episode of Hallway Dash. Being responsible, having great time management, and following the rules are great ways to minimize the obstacles that you may have in school.
Latiria gave really good tips about managing school.
You can manage your schedule next year by selecting your electives. Students in 9th to 11th grade will be selecting elective courses. Counselors will visit English classes to explain the process. The window to make selections and changes is open until March 10th. Don't miss out on this opportunity to request the classes you want.
Seniors, please use this QR code to vote for Wacky Senior Notables. Deadline to vote is today.
Seniors, the deadline to vote for your Wacky Notables is coming up Friday, March 3rd. To vote for your Wacky Notables, use this QR code. You'll be able to vote on things like cutest couple that never was, worst driver, and most likely to win the lottery and lose the ticket. You'll also be voting on things like best person to bring home to mom, most likely to be ID'd when 30, biggest teacher's pet, party animal, most likely to come back and teach at this school, and most likely to argue over a parking spot. Well, that's all you need to know about Wacky Senior Notables. When I have an on Parker BDTV.
During the month of February, Miss Walden's students created visuals for events, court cases, and people that impacted African American history in the United States. From the Rosewood Massacre to Brown vs. Board of Education, students learned about various topics and how these people and events have changed our country.
I wonder if Mrs. Walden has any students who play tennis.
Good afternoon, Winter Haven. I'm Bradley.
And I'm Colin.
Welcome to BDSM Live. Today, we're going to be highlighting the Winter Haven tennis scene. Colin, give us the rundown.
For a quick overview, we're going to be going over rankings, records, and more.
Hey, aren't you on the Winter Haven tennis team?
I am.
Nice. Let's start with the Winter Haven boys team. They have an overall win percentage of 75% with 6 wins and 2 losses.
In order to receive a win, a team must win 4 of the 7 matches played that day. Now let's move on to the boys' rankings.
So for number 1 seed, we got you, Colin Lopez. Followed by Landon Kemp at number 2 seed, Matt Kranzler at 3, Joshua Warren at 4, and CJ at 5. All right, that's enough of the boys' tennis team. Let's move on to the girls' team.
The girls' team has a great win percentage of 86%.
Wow, so what is that, 7 wins, 1 loss?
That's right, Bradley.
That is an outstanding record. Now let's move on to the girls' rankings. Colin, let's go.
At number 1 is Brooke Williams, number 2 is Caroline Jarrett, 3 is Presley Odom, 4 is Olivia Zinmeister, and 5 is Elle Floyd.
So Colin, I know we've already talked about the boys' team, but what makes the boys' team so good?
So the boys have a lot of athletes from other sports like soccer and football, and they use what they know from those sports and put them into tennis.
You should come out and support our Winter Haven boys and girls tennis team against Lake Gibson at 3:30 on March 7th. It's a home game, and tickets are completely free, so you don't have to worry about paying for those.
We're sure to win that match against Lake Gibson.
Well, that's all we have for you today, Winter Haven, on BDSM Live. I'm Bradley.
And I'm Colin.
See you next time.
Tennis is great. Another great sport is lacrosse. Boys Blue Devil Lacrosse will have their senior night tonight at 7:30. Be sure to come out and support those amazing seniors. Grad Bash tickets will be on sale March 6th and 7th. This is the last opportunity to buy them. Tickets are $97. Checks can be made payable to Winter Haven High School and bills no larger than $20. Grad Bash will be on April 28th. That's all we have for you today, Winter Haven. I'm Bella with BDTV. Have a great day.
Do you want to take a fun class? You like to write and take photos? If so, you're in luck. Taking print journalism falls under these criteria, and it allows you to participate in the school newspaper. I'm Juan of BDTV. Let's go learn more about the Trident. How can a student sign up for the journalism class?
If a student is interested in being in the Trident staff and joining the journalism class, they need to fill out this application that they can get from me in room 35224, and they sign up with the normal application process or when you're signing up for your classes for next year. Just make sure you pick Trident Journalism because we also have yearbook and BDTV.
What is your favorite part about making the school newspaper?
Probably having my name in the newspaper when it's finished.
Working on the layout.
It's probably the history of journalism because it's very interesting.
Using the skills from in here in my English classes.
What skills have you learned while being a part of journalism?
I've learned a lot of skills such as layout for the Trident, interviewing people, and even taking photos, and overall just being able to talk to people in general.
The Winter Haven High School newspaper has been around since the 1930s, where it was originally under the name The Blue Devil. But in 1960, it changed to the Trident, which we all know and love. With rich history and new skills to learn, it is a great class to take. I'm Juan of BDTV. Sign up for the Trident next year, Winter Haven.